What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial from Male Fantasy by Billie Eilish. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button, and the guitar we're jamming on today is called a Faith Blood Moon Neptune. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play Male Fantasy on guitar is that in order to keep this song as beginner friendly and accurate as possible, we're going to capo up to 7th fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll link to get this capo right up here. The next thing that you want to know to play Male Fantasy on guitar is the structure of this song. We'll start out with a verse, then we're going to have a chorus, and then we're going to have another verse, and we'll finish up the song with one last chorus. And the last thing that you want to know before we dive into Male Fantasy is the 5 chords that you need to play this song. The first one is C add 9. The next one is G. The next one is E minor 7. The next one is D. And the last one is A minor 7. And I'll have short chord tutorials for all of those linked in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Male Fantasy. Guys, I am so stoked to teach this song. It's a really beautiful one. I love songs that have a really high up capo like this, has really pretty guitar, and I've gotten a ton of requests for this one. So with that in mind, the first thing that we're gonna take a look at for Male Fantasy is what we're playing for our verses. For our verses, we're gonna have 2 chord progressions that we'll alternate between. The first one is gonna go C add 9, G, D, and E minor 7. And the next one is going to be C add 9, G, D, and D again. And we'll just alternate between those 2 chord progressions throughout all of our verses. For each chord, our strum pattern is going to be like this. We're going to go down, down, up, just about like that. Pretty straightforward and simple. That's actually the strum pattern we're using through almost this entire song. So a little walkthrough of what that chord progression will look like, kind of guided, will look about like this. We'll start with our C add 9. We'll go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Second chord progression, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that right there is just going to repeat through all of our verses. Nothing too crazy here, guys. Simple chord progressions with a very simple strum pattern to go along with them. So a couple times through that verse chord progression and strum pattern situation will look about like this without me talking. From there, guys, the only other thing you should need to know to play Male Fantasy on guitar is what we're playing for our choruses. Our choruses are a little bit more involved, but also very, very beginner friendly. We're gonna have some pretty simple chord progressions, a very simple picking pattern, and we'll finish up with just 2 chords and single down strums, but we'll get there in just a minute. So let's take a look at these first 2 chord progressions. We're gonna start out here with an A minor 7, then go E minor 7, then D, then C add 9, and then second chord progression will go A minor 7, E minor 7, D, and D again. And for those 2 chord progressions, we're going to have the same strum pattern that we just used for our verses, exactly the same. It's just going to be down, down, up, for each chord. So a little walkthrough of what that'll look like. We'll go A minor 7, we'll go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, second line, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. After we do that last D, the very last D in those top 2 progressions, we're going to do this little picking pattern here. It's much easier than it looks. Don't be intimidated if you're a beginner. So we're going to start here with an open low E string, second low E, third low E, Then we're gonna go down to the A string and we'll pick a second on the A string and then a third on the A string. And then we're gonna do that 3 times total. So open, second, third. Again, open, second, third. One more time. Open, second, third. And then we're gonna go back on that last time, the third time through, we're gonna go back to the second on the A and the third on the A again, and then have an open D string. And that'll finish up that little picking pattern. And after we hit that open on the D string, we'll go pretty quickly into an E minor 7 with a single down strum. Let that ring out a little bit, and then we'll go to a D with a down strum. And let that ring out a little bit as well. And that will take us out of the chorus or out of each of those choruses. So it looks a little funky because there's kind of a lot of moving parts, but everything here is pretty beginner friendly. The biggest thing is just remembering what goes where. So let's do one walkthrough of that whole entire thing all together. We'll start here with this A minor 7. We'll go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Up, down, up, second line, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. We have that picking pattern, open, second, third, open, second, third. Last time, open, second, third, open D, E minor 7, down strum, D down strum. And that whole thing will just play once through for each chorus. Like I said, nothing too crazy here, just a lot of moving parts and kind of a lot to remember, but all very beginner-friendly techniques. So like I said, this only plays through once for each chorus, but I'm gonna go ahead and play through it 2 times just so that you guys have a little more time to play along if you want to. But a couple times through the chord progressions, picking patterns, and strum patterns that are gonna play through once for each chorus on Male Fantasy will look about like this without me talking. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Male Fantasy on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 875 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel. I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to get a sneak peek at what songs I have on the way next, be sure to hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Guys, Male Fantasy is a beautiful song, and it's one that I got a ton of requests for, and I totally see why. It's like one of those just idealistic acoustic guitar songs. I love songs like this. I know it's a little bit sometimes like maybe like looked down upon to like capo way up instead of using bar chords, but I actually love songs like this. There's a lot of songs that are capoed way up like this, even on the 7th fret, that I actually love. Like a good example is Treacherous by Taylor Swift. It's capoed on either 6th or 7th fret, and it's one of those beautiful songs. It sounds really similar to this. The chord progression is very similar as well, actually. And I just think it has a really cool and unique sound, and it also allows you to do some really neat things. It makes the song a little easier to play, because a lot of times the higher you capo up, the easier it is to press the strings down. So good for beginners as well. And this song is no exception to that good for beginners aspect of capoing way up. Because really, again, this is all simple chord progressions and strum patterns. And then that picking pattern that we have is also very beginner friendly as well. So even though the chorus kind of has a lot of moving parts, it's still all very beginner friendly stuff. It's just kind of a lot to remember. So I had a lot of fun learning this beautiful song, guys. I hope you guys had a lot of fun learning it as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.